When your wife tells you to put down a tarp on the living room floor, it's time to get worried. Hi, I'm Mike, and this is Jess, and welcome to Goodwin's Farm 207.
So today we're going to be doing some health checks on our goats. Yes, we are inside. It is Maine. It is very, very cold. I don't really like the cold that much, and I have not mastered the art of doing hoof trimming or shots wearing gloves, and with it being so cold, my fingers have been freezing up, so we decided to move this party inside, much to Michael's dismay.
I don't really think this qualifies as a party. I've never been to a party with goats before.
We've been to a birth party. Well, you did. I missed it.
But it is January in Maine. I think it was 10 degrees this morning. It's probably not much warmer. So we'll give it a shot inside.
Literally.
And we'll see how things go.
So today we're going to be doing CDT shots, hoof trimming, general health care checks. This morning I did brave the cold and gave them some supplements that we've given them. We'll clip those videos in so you can see them, so make sure you stick around to the end. We've got a lot of good content here today, just general overall goat health and things to look for, especially in the winter and especially if you have pregnant does.
And if nothing else, there's probably going to be some funny moments.
Oh, this will be very entertaining.
I'll stick around.
Some of the stuff we're going to be doing today, we have some goat minerals. We switched between the Mana Pro brand and there's a Sweet Licks brand that we like, just to make sure they're getting a huge variety. They will take what they need. We do free choice. And it's time for their weekly herbal worming, which you guys all know we love the Smalley's herbals. And then this is actually vitamin B1 and some iron. This is specifically for Tango. I've already given the other two girls that we hope are pregnant their dose. And then this is actually a natural anti-flea. It's an herbal remedy for dogs. He's actually supposed to have 4, but Tom ran off with the other 3 because, you know, Tom decided he needed it. So as you can see, we put the grain down, and as soon as we do, they descend upon it. Really, we just use grain. We call it grain, but it's actually a mixture of like black oil, sunflower seeds, alfalfa pellet. Sometimes we'll use beet pulp, and then we do put a little bit of dairy grain, or sometimes we give them a treat and give them some sweet grain, just so they have something to take their herbal medicines and stuff with, because otherwise we have to drench them, and that is a pain in the butt. So this way it seems to work. They haven't gotten worms we haven't had to deworm any of these ladies in over a year, which has been amazing. I don't know if that'll hold true if these two are actually pregnant and deliver, which fingers crossed they are. But we'll see. Next, I'm going to just top off their minerals. This isn't the best mineral container that we've had, but it's what we have right now, and we do have something in the works to make one to put up on the wall. So I have to clean this out every day, make sure there's no poo or anything in it. Because for some reason they like to do that. This is our hay feeder. It's actually an extra large dog crate, and it works wonders. It is actually really cold here in Maine, so I apologize for the filming of this. I can only film with my gloves off, and my fingers freeze in just a very short amount of time. Tango's saying hi here. So I do apologize for the craziness of all of this, but winter here in Maine. More goat butts. I promise you this is not an episode of Dexter. Today we're doing CDT shots. You get this right at Tractor Supply or any livestock store should have it. Just make sure you get the one for goats. I honestly don't know if the ones for cattle and swine would work. I've never used it. I just always buy the one for goats. If you know, feel free to comment. And then copper bolus, make sure you get the right size for whether it's an adult or a juvenile goat. And then I will be trimming their hooves because normally we hire this out, but unfortunately we haven't been able to get our normal people here. So I'm stuck doing it, which it really needs to get done because they're overdue. CDT is always 2 mLs. Do it subcutaneously. It also says you can do it intramuscular. Subcutaneous, the goats seem to like that a little bit better. It burns a little less. So, and of course we have animal crackers. So stay tuned. This should be fun. So this is some of the supplements that I will give to my goats. I'm actually gonna crush up the Tums and put it in the water. Put the probiotics in the water as well as the liquid B12 and some just Nutri-Drench. It's winter, it's cold, and again, just trying to be preventative here. Something else I do for my pregnant does is I give them vitamin B1 and also red cell iron. Doing the pellets like this, it's a lot easier to give it to them. Just make sure you're not overdosing them with the iron. Here comes Rose. Hey, Rose.
Rose, come here.
So hopefully we'll try and make this as quick as possible and painless for her. Grain usually helps with this. I'm going to start with the CDT. It goes right in their shoulder. I just pull some out, make a little tent, go in. Go slow because it can burn. Good girl. Good girl. Alright, copper's next. They love this. Come on, come on. Oh, you were eating hay. Come on. Just make sure they swallow it.
You knocked over the green.
Come on, don't swallow. I'm going to do a quick FOMACHA on her too, just to make sure everything looks good. Oh, she looks good. Yeah, you look good. FOMACHA's, because she's easiest, so I'm going to show you on her. You push down on the top eyelid, and you pull down on the bottom. She's got eyelashes, so. And you want a nice bright pink. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty damn near perfect, which we like to see on our goats. Next is hoof trimming, which that's always fun. So hopefully Mike can hold her. He might need to pick her up. We're going to try to avoid that because they are pregnant. Some animal crackers because she did a good job. Apparently she wants to, yeah, like that. One down, 3 to go. We don't want to go back out. I think I was a little more used to being in the house because she was a house goat for a little bit. So, you could probably pick her up. She doesn't have horns, so. Come on. Alright, so this is Wendy. Hopefully she behaves herself because she can be kind of a butt sometimes. Alright. Nope. Oh, she got most of the things out. So if you don't really won't take this, one thing you can do is dump it on their green that they're eating. She got most of it, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm going to just dump the rest of it on top of it. what she's gonna eat. It's not preferred method, but it works.
It works.
This is Izzy. She's a butt.
Izzy.
She's also a lot younger than the other ones, so.
Okay. Izzy. Izzy, come here.
Come on, girl. Come on.
Hey. Yo. Izzy. Look.
Alright, grab her more. Well, so this was kind of a little bit of a different video, trying to get the goats done. This is winter in Maine. If you plan on doing hobby farming and stuff and you don't have a big heated barn or whatever, the chances are you probably are going to at some point have an animal in your house or basement. And
Yep.
this worked because our goats are on our front lawn pasture, and it is convenient, and it was much easier because trying to move my hands in the cold, especially since I broke my thumb a couple summers ago, is really difficult, and this made it much easier. Grateful for a spouse that's very tolerant of me. Things that I do for my pregnant goats, as I mentioned, is I do give them a lot of supplements when they're pregnant, just to make sure that we really try to take the preventative approach with our goats and prevent problems versus treating it once we have a problem. So we do use the Molly's herbals for deworming. We do that weekly, and like I said, we do the copper bolus every 6 months. And then, you know, also while they're pregnant, I use that red cell iron pellets and the red cell B1 pellets. Again, just make sure you don't overdose them. Make sure you do some research on that before you start supplementing there. I also put crushed up Tums in their water right, you know, a couple weeks before they're supposed to deliver, to make sure they have enough calcium for what they need. And sometimes I give them some molasses too, because they just like that. It helps give them a little bit of extra calories for the delivery ahead. And probiotics I also put in their water pretty regularly.
Yeah, lots to keep track of, but you're good at doing that.
So hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and post your comments below, things that have worked for you, questions that you might have, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for watching.